The theoretic foundation, sorry, the theoretic foundation of facilitation technique, I feel like overall is education and knowledge. Like it's the will to want to understand and learn and to be understood. It's basically the will to want to help the environment in a way better place than what it is right now. It's we're improving body, we're improving mind, we're improving stability. We are very like we're using many different techniques. We're using many different attributions to how to better many things like that's going on, especially for like the future. We're getting skills and we're exploring. Also we're exploring with the body, we're exploring with the mind, we're exploring with like different techniques that can be used with many different stuff, more than just a massage. We can use them within art, within music, within water activities. There's like many different factors, such as basically to aim better, to encourage more, to grow as a community. That's what's important. Us growing as a community, not feeling alone, us not wanting bad but better. And we get to teach and we get to be counselors and we get to understand and we get to be students. We get to learn and observe ourselves. We get to participate. We have to make sure that participation is extremely crucial. We get to do leadership so everyone can know that they are a leader in one way or another. We get to be different. We get to find out what we like. Just because, oh well, many may say a leader is someone who's this, that, and third, and they might not feel confident in what those things are, but they may have other great qualities into being a leader. So that is something that's also a foundation. We're very observant. That's the foundation. Being observant of your surroundings, of what others are going through, of what others have been through, of like just noticing what's around you, noticing how you can better it, knowing when to speak up, knowing when to be that shoulder to cry on, knowing when you can be understanding. We get to like it's so many foundations within this. We get to comprehend, we get to approach, we get to so they're like person-centered. That's like another theoretic frame. There's a technical, that's another one. There's well, my favorite one is like the person-centered facilitation education. Basically, with this type of approach, you can honestly heal you can heal yourself. Not heal yourself, but like you can better understand yourself. And that's something also recreational therapy that I love. It's not more of relying on someone, but understanding you, understanding how you work, understanding how you can maneuver, how you can do better with many different things in life. You can comprehend like different things about yourself. So, and there's also like strength based tests, like where are you strong at, like, and it's just knowing yourself, like, like where are you strong at, what can you do different, what type of person are you? You're basically learning about yourself, which is extremely, extremely important, except if, especially with dealing with clients. You learn about yourself, you learn about others, and you learn about why others are the way that they are, why they may think a certain way. You can help them even if they haven't gone through something that you exactly went through, but you can get, oh, okay, I get that. Even if you went to something, even if you've been through something that is quite similar, you know, you can still better help others. Explanation of the effectiveness of intervention for at least 3 different diagnostics groups/disability. Okay, so interventions can be classified into 2 broad categories. One to interventions are those preventing from diseases from occurring, and thus reducing incidence as like new case disease or old case. Another is therapeutic intervention for those that treat or postpone the effect of disease. Once it is under and thus reduces the case rate, fatal disease that reduces disability or morbidity associated with disease. Some intervention may affect both. So, for example, okay, let's say one research that has been done is injuries. Injuries happen from a variety range, from people who play sports to people who don't play sports. Injuries can occur at any time. You can be injured from walking, like you may walked and then slipped and fell. Now you're categorized as someone who was injured. This way have improved in many ways. Or you can do athletes. Athletes suffer from a variety of injuries, such as concussions. Concussions are extremely vital and critical. There has now been research to understand what is happening to the brain when it's getting hit and how concussion has many downfalls. For example, CT is extremely known, and a couple of downfalls that it may have is depression. There has been many research and studies about many not students, but athletes suffering from depression after a concussion. And it can lead to a variety of things. Them not feeling like themselves, them feeling suicidal, them acting out. These are all extremely vital to an athlete and how they move. Another research that has been done is education and behavior changes. For example, like, children who suffer with ADHD, children who suffer with reading comprehension, or like learning disabilities, we tend to focus to see how much they have grown, how much they have changed, how much like what can we do to improve. What are some things that have worked in the past? What are some things that we need to do different? How we can study them, how we can monitor them, how we can use the tree to teach. What can we teach them? What about their environment that needs to be changed? What tools can they use that can better inform them and how they can maneuver better with life? How can we talk to them to help them express their feelings? We learned that children typically, they can't express themselves sometimes with words, so they'll use things such as drawing out their feelings, or just using like blank words like, oh, I'm just mad, I'm just angry, but they can't explain to you why they're mad or why they're angry or why they want to cry or what exactly is going on. And that's a second research that has been done, and we're figuring out ways, different treatments and different things that we can do to help those kids who suffer from such different type of educational boundaries and such. Another research that has been done to check the readiness, not the readiness, but the effectiveness are of the intervention are drugs. When taking drugs, we have to check to see how efficient it was. Like, did it take care of its primary care? Even though it is extremely known and common that drugs do have heavy side effects that probably would mess up another part of the body. Drugs it's one of the primary, I won't say it's the primary, but it is a research that has been done to tech like different techniques for intervention. So like before it can be distributed out, they do many trial and error to see like, okay, what worked, what didn't work. They observed many things. They could even use like rats or different type of animals or humans as testing to see like, okay, is this something that we can give out to the community? Is this something that we can give out to the world? Is this effective enough? What can we change within this medicine? What are like the chemical factors? How can this improve within society? Will this be good? Will this be bad? And I feel like drugs are another important like a research study that have been done to check the diagnostics of how life would operate with using like the basic techniques that we use in rec therapy, with analyzing and observing and asking questions for these things to get done. Yeah.